Hello, welcome friend, my name is Annika, and yes, this is another sketchbook video, and it's my 5th sketchbook of 2017. And yes, let's just jump into it. The front sticker is by Valerie Flynn, or Art a la carte here on YouTube, and it's one of the YouTube Artists Collective pieces she did, and I bought this off Redbubble, and I really love it. I just wanted this one on the sketchbook, so it's just the one, but I really like it, so yes. And the sketchbook is from Hahnemühle, I think that's how it's pronounced, and it's called The Grey Book. And the reason why is because, yes, the pages are grey. And this is just the sketchbook belongs to me when I started it, and I started this one the 18th of July, and I finished it on the 18th of August. So 1 month worth of sketches in this one. I didn't do anything on this page because, yeah, I was scared. But I started pretty simple in this one. This is just some colored Eno lead and a gray pen, I think it's a Kuretake pen, some white gel, and this Stabilo All Purpose pen, which I received in a scroll box, which I really liked, and it was great for this sketchbook, so I really enjoyed that one. And here's me trying out some color in this one. Didn't do much well in the beginning, but towards the end you will see more colors in this one. So here's just some random things with a graphite pen and the Kuretake Sig Clean Color Real Brush pen. That's a mouthful. Here is some more just simple things. And this is a page that you might not really see, but yeah, it's an idea for... I did 4 custom bookmark commissions. These were some of the earliest sketches for that one. Those one. I don't think I have more in this sketchbook, so I will post them on screen here. So I did a mermaid, and it ended up being a seahorse. And I did a dryad and some forest creatures. I did Alice in Wonderland and a Cheshire cat falling down the rabbit hole, which I really liked doing. And I did a witch, which turned out to be an ice mage or witch or something, with a little wolf or husky and a little jetty, which I really enjoyed doing. And here I played around with some lines and made some characters. I went back to graphite and all Stabilo pen, all-purpose thing. Again, more, and it's there you have a little fly elephant, cutie. Yeah, and here I am kind of practicing a little bit of using reference, and then I took I think it was a Pinterest reference, tried a more realistic style, and then I tried to do another version in my style, and Red Riding Hood and a robot alien thing, and we have a mermaid and a very, yeah, it's a creature. And here is a fun day. It's my daughter and my partner, and we were, yeah, she was running around and fetching shoes. So we had a lot of fun. So I had to draw that little scene, and my little daughter. That was a fun day, yeah. And here is her again. We were visiting my partner's grandparents, and they had this kind of shopping basket that she sat down in when she had her little unicorn plushie with her, and her little cap, I think. Yeah, so that was a fun day too. And here is when she tried the little kiddie pool that we bought. That was fun too. And here is another one where I tried to do her. And here is a dragon, dragon girl. And this is actually very much inspired by my own creation for Inktober. I did a dragon sword thing. This was the first time I used my highlighters in this sketchbook, and I really liked it. And I also used, yes, it's a marker, more of a permanent marker from that I got from a scroll box that I played around with, and that was a lot of fun. I really love how the dragon looks. Yeah. That was fun, but as you can see, maybe not, but it kind of smudged. I closed it a little too early. And then here was around the time, I think, that we did for the trading group that I'm a part of, ETC it up with friends, when we did the tarot card, I think. So I was, at first I was doing some thumbnails, and then I got sidetracked and did some other creatures. This little fun one, and this may be a little bit inspired by one of my uncles, but don't tell him. So yeah, so those, and this one, so cute. And then some link inspired ones at least. So yeah, I really loved playing around with the highlighters in this one. It was a lot of fun, so I used those for this one with the gel pen and such. And here I did sort of a style challenge thing, sort of at least. A more realistic style, and another one with other features, my style, and yeah, some other things, just for fun. Some creatures. And here, as you can see, I did use some markers for the eyes, and here is some fun characters as well, which I really liked making. And then, yes, and then came the 1st of August, and I did the Art It Up with Friends, which is hosted by Papkins, Tabet Jensen, and Jordan from Bad Alice Shop. And at first I didn't post them. I just posted them in my stories because I didn't feel like they were worthy of posting on my feed on Instagram. So I just posted them on my stories. But after a while, I posted them in bunches. So there you can see them on my Instagram page if you scroll back, if you like. So this is a stairway to anywhere, and for all these Art It Up with Friends, I did sort of I played around with adding the title of the prompt of the day. Because every other month or every 4th month or so, they post a list with different prompts for every day, and you're welcome to participate as much or as little as you want, depending on how much time you have and all that. this is the first time that I actually completed it fully. February was a month that I have sketched out thumbnails for every day, but I haven't completed it. I did sort of only the first week, but I plan on going back to those prompts and filling up the sketchbook with that. Because I did use another one of these, it's actually here. I have another one of these that I used for those. But yeah, back to this one. So the second day was not this one, because I did use my sketchbook more. Sort of a little Moana inspired thing. So now we have the second day, which were urban myth and folklore, and I went with the sewer gator because yeah, I didn't really know what to do with that prompt, so this is what I made. And then were Dreamer's Pool, and yeah, I didn't really know what to do with that prompt either, so I went with sort of a Ophelia inspired thing. Hopefully she's not dead, and only sleeping, but who knows. And I did another one for this. You will see it soon, because I wasn't happy with this one. It didn't really turn out like I wanted. I wanted the more class, because my favorite game is actually A Link to the Past, and I wanted the pink hair of the character, but I couldn't make it work on this one, so I made another one, and I'm much happier with this, even though I didn't use the pink hair. But yeah, I'm much happier with this one. So sometimes you just have to redo things. So this was day 4, which was a video games, and I made Link because I love the Legend of Zelda series. Is one of my favorite. Oh, it's my favorite game. And as I said, A Link to the Past is my favorite game. And here just another random thing in between. And then were Life in the Clouds, and I made sort of a little. I'm not sure, but I actually really like how it turned out. I think it's pretty cute, and it's one of those things that I might revisit and do another sort of more finished illustration for. Then were Pandora's Box, and yeah, this is what I made. I tried looking up, I think, sort of more of a. Now I feel stupid, but I think it's Greek. Probably wrong. It might be. Yeah. So yeah, I tried to look up some fashion from that time, but yeah, I don't know. But I like it. So then was day 7, which were 80s style, and I was a kid in the 80s. I was born 83, so the last part of the 80s I grew up. So I sort of inspired by some of the dresses or the things that I wore as a kid, with those scrunchy bands. We have some. I don't know if anyone else in the world had these candy bags, but they were classic when you went to the kiosk and picked up loose candy, and you got these little cute bags, and yeah, those are really nostalgic for me. And I think a lot of us kids who grew up in the 80s and 90s. And of course, Bamse is a Swedish comic, which is, yeah, it's still around. So yeah, that was my 80s style. And then we have day 8, which were demon desserts, and I kind of misinterpreted. I really didn't pay attention at first, so my focus was on this demon creature. Well, it's just a creature really, but yeah. But it says demon dessert, so it should be this, the desserts that is the demon, so I had to add a little one. But I think it worked out in the end. Because I was doing a desserts for the demon, but yeah. And then we have the Forest Fae, and I did this little thing, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and I especially like how the snake looks. Yeah, the overall feeling of it. The little squirrel is a little derpy, but that's okay. Yeah, so this is with my Forest Fae. And then we have Apocalyptic Aftermath. And yeah, this is actually a character that I made in the past, and I will have that on the screen. Try to reimagine it again, because this is actually something I might want to do something more with. I believe I named this boy Elroy, and this is Miss Fluff, or Miss Fluffy, I can't remember. But I love fantasy art, but I actually really love these apocalyptic style and stories and such. So and I'm actually playing Fallout 4 at the moment, so I'm enjoying that a lot. So might do with this some more, but we'll see. But I really enjoy making this one. And then we have day 11, which were terrarium, and I made this simple little jar of different creatures, a little dragon, a little girl swinging in a tree with a little hobbit hole, and a pan-like creature with mushrooms. Guess it's day 12. I didn't do them on the day, some of them are done at different times, but yeah, this is Clockwork, and it's nothing really special. It was one of those days where I just couldn't come up with anything else, and sometimes you just have to go with it, so yeah. And here is me doing a sloppy paper cut job. Yeah, I did. I cut this out of a black paper, the frame, and I drew this on the paper, and this is what it looks like. And magic moth, and it actually glitters a little bit, at least sort of, but I'm not sure how much you can see. I think it's a cute one. And Dr. Seuss inspired Cat in the Hat. I don't really know much about it. Well, I have seen the some of the things that are has been turned into movies and all that, but I haven't read any of the children's books or any of the stories and such. So I just googled Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat and did my take on it. And here is Midnight Curses and Creatures, which were day 16, and I made a werewolf, a Cinderella, and a vampire, because those are the creatures of the night with a curse, of course. So I think that's turned out pretty cute as well. Then I did Blythe, I think Blythe dolls, I'm not sure how they are pronounced. And this is, I use a different reference of Blythe dolls from Pinterest, so this is similar to some of the ones, but I think it turned out cute. And a different style for me, so it was fun trying out that. And here is Pippi Longstrump, or Pippi Longstocking, as you might know her as if you're English speaking, which this was done for Fan Art Friday, and yeah. So this is Pippi and her monkey Herr Nilsson. I don't know what it's called in English, but the monkey, and her capsack, her bag with all the gold. So yeah, this was my Pippi. And here is my sample page that I keep in all my sketchbook. I've been doing for a while. So here are some of the pens that I've been using in this sketchbook. So for the majority of the Art It Up with Friends, I'd use my highlighters. So yeah. And here is what the book is called. The Grey Book from Hahnemühle, and it's a 120-gram paper, 80 sheets. So yeah, that was my 5th sketchbook of 2017. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hej då!